Hey, everybody. Thank you all for being here. It is August 1st, so happy August 1st to all of you. Thank you guys for being so patient. I was running late. Technical difficulties, but I am here now. And there's a very special guest in the backstage area. So I will be bringing him up front in just a moment. But I want to remind you guys, all of you, new subscribers are coming. So please hit that like button just to keep it going. It keeps going everywhere else, and that's how new people are finding us. The channel is growing. I don't know if we hit 20,000 yet. Let me take a look. But thank you all who have subscribed, liked, and shared all of the content. We are at 19,997 right now. So hopefully during this show we hit 20,000. As you all know, you guys have been following me for a while. This is the second Arcana Shores channel. This one launched June 2nd of last year. So it's a Gemini channel. But it has grown. So I'm thanking all of you for all of the growth, the sharing. But make sure you hit that like button because that really helps it circulate. So with the algorithm. But thank you all. I just wanted to say that first before we get into stuff. But anyways, you guys noticed the title, What is Coded in Your DNA? How do you protect your DNA? And they want your DNA. Yes, that is all from the Q post, but there's so much more we're going to go over today. I have Lance Shuttler in the back. He's in the backstage and he's got all the goods on all the information. Knowledge is power. That was also in the Q post. So without further ado, let's bring him in. Here we go. Hey there, Lance. How's it going?
Hey, Kristen. I'm doing well. How about you today?
I'm doing good. It's a beautiful day. I got to meet some more Soul family members, Connie and Buckshot out there in the chat. So it's just been a great day and work too, all in one.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm sure that was fun with both of them.
Totally. Yeah. And it's good to see you back here on Arcana Shores Quantum News Update.
Yes, thanks for having me back. We indeed have a great update.
Yes. Yeah, you can take it from here. Let's see what you have for us.
Okay, awesome. So I want to go over some stuff that Elon's been saying, and this ties into the geopolitical events happening right now. There's going to be a couple other people that I'm going to bring up as well. A lot of you know about some of this stuff going on, especially over the past few days. But I think everyone's going to find it very exciting because we're living through the times that we've literally been praying for. You and I have talked about this a lot, Kristen. You mention it so often. Like we're in the times right now that we've been asking and praying for, where all this stuff is brought to light and we can see the truth of what's going on.
Oh, definitely. This is the time to be alive. I'm very happy we're here right now. It's great.
Yep, exactly. So I'm going to pull this up here. Can you see this post?
Yes. Oh, wow.
Okay. So what I want to talk about is, what's going on in Venezuela right now. The alleged winner, he's trying to take it. Let's say that it's not going to work. But Elon just a day ago, maybe 2 days ago now, made this post, and you can see it. This is real, and it's a literal bounty for Nicolas Maduro Moros and 14 other people from the Venezuelan government. And then he links down to this right down here, the state.gov doc and the DEA.gov. So I've got this pulled up here, the DEA.gov, and you can see this is a press release. But what's interesting, Kristen, is this is back from 2020. So they were charged with this. I'm not going to use these words, but people can see what they are. And they were charged with these by the U.S. government. And so now there's a literal bounty on him, $15 million for the arrest of him and these other people. Okay. And this is the same guy who is trying to claim victory in Venezuela right now. So you can see that this old cabal, this old system, these old power structures and families, they've wanted to maintain control, but that's not happening, and it's not going to continue to happen really any longer. This is so interesting, Kristen, that this has been out since 2020, and this guy has not, quote unquote, publicly been arrested yet. I think we
Right.
both know, and really, the people listening know that this guy at this level, uh, if he's not playing along with what the good guys narrative is, then he was already removed from the chessboard. So this is just interesting timing, and to me, it's just helping to wake the world up, and it's literally showing us that okay, these people would still try to put up a criminal who's got a bounty on his head,
Yep.
essentially, and claiming that he's the winner of what they just voted on. So fascinating stuff, and Elon's pointing to this now. A lot of people have probably seen then where this has evolved to. So uh, Nicolas Maduro challenged Elon to a fight, and then this is kind of going through this post. Maduro says, Elon Musk, whoever messes with me dries up. Whoever messes with Venezuela dries up, Elon Musk. And then he says, you want to fight? Let's have it, Elon Musk. I'm ready. I'm not afraid of you. Let's go at it. Wherever you want, just say where. Elon says, I accept. He will chicken out. And then going back to this, then this is where it gets exciting. Elon makes another post, and this little clip here is of Maduro speaking to his, security guards, his military, the people that are going to be, attempting to protect him. Elon says, I'm coming for you, Maduro. I will carry you to Gitmo on a donkey." 17
Oh
hours
my
ago.
gosh.
So,
Oh,
this is great because, we've known about some of the things that have been going on at Gitmo, all the activity there, all the military activity, the plane activity that's been taking place over the past 4 or 5 years specifically. So just interesting, fascinating stuff. And like Elon said earlier in a tweet, the most absurd and the wildest story is or outcome is the most likely, something like that. Those aren't the exact words, but I know you remember when he kind of said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is exciting to me, Kristen, in a lot of ways, and we're throwing off the chains. Humanity is throwing off the chains right now, and it's a beautiful, amazing thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much going on, and don't you feel like there's like different scenes of the movie all going on at one time right now, which
Yeah,
is really fascinating to see. So none of us truly know what's going to happen next, but I do. I am so excited for the live stream arrests. That I feel like that is coming very, very soon.
yes, absolutely, fully agree. And that's a great segue to Ivan Raiklin and what he's been talking about. If you guys are on X, definitely take a look at what Ivan Raiklin is sharing. He is a former Green Beret, and he's a lawyer. So, keep all that in mind. And he talks about this publicly. When he's making these statements, he's speaking as a former Green Beret, retired, and as a lawyer. And I know that you saw this yesterday too, Kristen. He is making a lot of posts, and he's basically doing like these, email templates, and he's tagging a bunch of people in them. So you can see Elon, Schellenberger, Matt Taibbi, Ken Paxton, the Attorney General of Texas, Tucker, Alex, Joe Rogan, RFK, Tulsi, Vivek, so many others. And he's calling out Joseph Pienko III, an FBI guy. He's listing his phone number, his office, location. He's talking about how Joe has the ability to become the biggest whistleblower in U.S. history to, go through all these things. I'm not going to read these, Kristen, because there's probably some language that might trigger some things, but you can see he's listing it all out there. And then hashtag MOATF, mother of all Twitter files. And then hashtag September 3rd, amnesty ends. So if you guys aren't aware, again, Ivan Raiklin, as former Green Beret and lawyer, is openly talking about how Elon and others are going to be releasing the mother of all Twitter files, and that this is going to bring out a lot of information, and that Ivan is stating publicly to all federal employees that they've got until September 3rd to come forth as a whistleblower. Otherwise, they can be held liable for some of the things that have been taking place over the years. So there's already people coming forth, really exciting things. So Ivan's going on with James O'Keefe. They're talking about the September 3rd deadline. Lots of really cool stuff going on with this, Kristen. But Ivan, he's the guy you guys might remember. He had that 19-minute video that went viral back
Yep.
about 2.5 months ago, coming up on 3, where he talked about how there would be live stream SWAT raiding arrests of at least 350 individuals who have been co-conspirators in different crimes that have been committed. And he's not laying back on any, he's not holding back on any of the details. And again, for a lawyer to be publicly saying this, naming names, claiming that crimes have been committed, saying what some of these crimes are, saying that these people will be fully held accountable and that he personally guarantees it, it's massive. And, there's logical consequences to all these things. And, it's pretty clear where this is going. People
Exactly.
will be held accountable publicly. And, it's what we've been claiming as humanity, that we are finally see justice served to what's been going on.
Yeah, and I'm very excited to see when that is, because September 3rd is the deadline. I have pulled a lot of cards on it throughout the weeks, but it is looking like it's possibly in the month of September, right after that September 3rd. So that's what I keep getting with the cards. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yep. And there's going to be some interesting things with 9/11 as well.
Yep.
Just interesting things even happening with that. And one of the people involved who was just sort of let off on a plea deal. Again, it's all optics to wake the American people up to really how broken the whole system is, especially the justice system and everything involved with it.
Exactly. Every move that you're seeing being made right now, like you've called it a chess game before, it seriously is. Everything. Look at the events. Look at the Olympics. That was an event too. That was more exposure for you. For those that are still sleeping, just every little thing that's happening right now. The rallies are having. He's saying more. Trump is saying even more now. Like every event seems to expose more and more. So it's exciting.
Yes, truly exciting. And there's more too, Kristen, and it kind of talks about things that we've discussed in the past. And that relates to the last post that was made by the intelligence operation. We'll just call it that. And this information is fascinating because they haven't really delved into this sort of stuff. It's been more operational and intelligence and certain communications. But
Yeah.
they said, what is coded in your DNA? Who put it there? Why? Mankind is repressed. We will be repressed no more. Information is knowledge. Knowledge is power. Information is power. How do you protect your DNA? There is a war for your DNA. Protect your DNA. Ascension. So this was the last post that's been made. Kristen, this was November 27th, 2022.
Yes.
And nothing's come out since then. So, it's interesting that they left it at that. To me, it's sort of like, it's definitely a cliffhanger, and it's more, or it's a sort of like there's more to come for sure. But it's been coming up now on 2 years, essentially 21 months, 20 months right now or so since they've done that.
Mm-hmm.
So when is the next one coming? And, what's going to be shared in that?
Exactly. Soon, actually. I have pulled on that too, and that is very soon. We're going to see another Q post very soon. Yes.
Yeah,
So
I think so too.
yeah. And protect your DNA, guys. It's real. They're not just everything's coming true that's in the post. So if we follow the post, trust the plan, can't really go wrong. But I think we all need to really, really take this one seriously. That's our DNA. All of us that didn't get the, especially, that's what they want. They want our DNA. you know.
Yes, they're
So
doing insane things technologically, and it's using technology and our biology to do some really wacky things that we don't want done.
exactly. No, it's getting creepy. Seriously, it really is.
Yeah. So, Kristen, speaking of DNA, I want to just show a couple things. So, light, the pineal, and the sacred pine, and this is going to tie into DNA and exactly how to protect one's DNA. So, we have this ancient connection DNA wise with pine trees, us humans. So, we've obviously had this long fascination with pines. We have about 3 billion base pairs of DNA in our human genome.
Hmm.
Pine species, some of them have up to 22 billion, so about 7 times more genetic material. And pines are some of the longest living organisms on the planet. This is a famous photo and place at the Vatican. Uh, some of these pine species dated over 5,000 years old. And this Fontana della Pigna, this is a statue there at the Vatican, symbolizing, what many believe is, really they're kind of representing the pineal gland uh, with that pine cone, the seat of the soul. There's a lot of information out there on what the pineal gland does physiologically and how important it is, especially for things like melatonin, which then also protects the DNA and lots of other things. So our connection to the pines are sort of like hardwire built in. We had this connection with them. And obviously there's a historical use. The indigenous have used pines and pine needles, pine bark, pine pollen for hundreds, thousands of years. And there's many different beneficial compounds in there. And these are things that we humans can benefit from. So obviously a lot of people remember the pine needle tea. And this is very beneficial, specifically because of shikimic acid. And this is going to get into some of the stuff around the DNA. So shikimic acid is found naturally within certain pine needle species and helps healthy bacterial levels, helps healthy circulation of the blood, and healthy platelet and red blood cell function. There's a lot that's kind of loaded in that statement, Kristen. People can kind of pick up on things outside of that, but it also helps support the myelin sheath for neurons and just general detoxification. And it's a critical step in this biological 7-step process for life, this shikimic acid pathway or shikimate pathway. But what happens, Kristen, is with glyphosate. So this is in Roundup. It
Right.
stops this shikimic acid pathway. And also what it does is it suppresses the function of the P53 gene. And the P53 gene is called the guardian of the genome. And interesting enough, Kristen, it is located on the 17th chromosome of us humans. So I'm going to actually read this little quote from this book. The book is by Dr. Richard Ulrey, and it's called Minerals for the Genetic Code. And he
Yeah.
says the protein P53 found on chromosome 17 is a selenium-based gene that suppresses the formation of the word starts with a T, but I'm just going to say clumps. Okay. So it's very important for the immune system and regulating our DNA function. And
Yes.
so
It is.
this
Mhm.
this relates specifically to the pine needle extract. Um, and this is something that we've got, Kristen. It actually just came back in stock. We've been
Yeah.
out of stock with it for a while. A lot of people have noticed because it's so popular. We're back in stock now. I know that you've been using it yourself, Kristen. You love it. You've been doing some really cool things with it. So right now, I want to kind of hand it over to you and
Yeah.
kind of
And mhm.
explain how you love it and what you've been doing with it and all that.
Yeah, I use it every day, and it's not only my go-to spiritual protection is the pine needle extract, but it's also, we'll get into the soap too eventually, but not only spiritual protection, but I find it in, because I have researched a lot more, because I've learned a lot from you over these years being on doing shows with you and stuff. But I have learned that it is the strongest, and I have it right here. Pine needle extract is the strongest. This is what's selling out. It's the strongest way to protect your DNA, rebuild your DNA, rebuild the cells. So that's what I've found, and that's probably why you are selling out. And I see people in the chat. You guys are asking, does it protect your DNA? Yes, definitely. I mean, I have said it before, but yes. Connie is readdressing that. But yes, it protects your DNA, rebuilds your DNA, cleanses your DNA. So this is our go to. This is why I wanted Lance back on the show ASAP. As soon as
Yes.
you had them back, I'm like, you have to come on the show. You got the new batch coming in. So yes, of course. And I want this video to be shared, you guys. Share this information because we need to help the masses cleanse, protect the DNA seriously, and rebuild.
Yes. Thank you, Kristen. I
Mhm.
appreciate it. And I want to show something too with this, so everyone can see. And I'll go back to the presentation because there's more to share on that. But this is what Kristen's talking about: the pine needle extract. We've got it here, back in stock. I know that they've got the link in there as well, so you guys can easily find it.
Yep.
But this is what it is. And Kristen, what do you think on the taste of it? I mean, we know how it tastes, but for those who haven't tried it or are wondering, what does it taste like?
The taste is actually, it's not too sweet, but it is sweet. I mean, that was the first thing back with the first Arcana Shores channel. When I first got my hands on this, I used it as a sweetener, and it still is in my coffee. So this is my sweetener for my coffee. And just recently, so the flavor again is sweet but very good. It's tolerable. It's a beautiful flavor. You actually, it's like candy. It's a beautiful flavor. I'll just take it straight too whenever I just want to taste it because it's beautiful. But aside from that, even my lip gloss, I make my own makeup as I've shared with all of you. Just haven't taught you how to do it yet, but I will. But pine needle extract is the base for my lip color, my lip gloss. So just so you know, that's a fun fact about the pine needle extract. And I bet you no other channel does that.
No, I would guarantee it, Kristen. That's
No.
so cool that you do that.
Yep.
Uh, and we were talking about this. The pine needle extract is a very multifaceted, multi-use, functional nutrient and
Hmm.
product that can be used in so many different ways. So you can take it internally, of course, for the immune system, detox, brain health, all of that. You can apply it topically because it's got the organic vegetable glycerin and it's the crushed up pine needles, and so it's got the shikimic acid and different beneficial compounds that are also good for the skin. Pine needles too, Kristen, also stimulates the production of three different growth factors that relate to hair health. And so, I will actually literally mix them in with some of the soap that, we're going to talk about here in a little bit.
Hmm.
But you can mix it into your hair. You can mix it on to your face. You can mix it onto your skin if you've got like a little sore or,
As
like
my scar too. My they
yes.
don't. You guys all know I had my broken leg and broken ankle. Well, I have a big giant scar, but it has gone down. It really diminishes it over time. You put it on topical, and it does. It fades. And I see a really good question in the chat. I have to address it. Joni Stewart, I intermittent fast every day. And no, it doesn't. Pine needle extract does not throw you off of that at all. Not at all. If anything, it's a good little treat, and it helps it. It helps your appetite as well. I think. I'm not sure for a fact, but I am onto it. But no, it doesn't interfere with your fasting at all.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's not really going to be calories with it.
No, not at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. And then is it safe for children? Yes, definitely.
Yes,
Kids
completely.
love it. The taste is fantastic.
And I'm glad that you guys are bringing that up. I don't see the comment right now, but for children, especially for their immune system, you know how things are passed around all the time. This is an immune system builder, makes it you even stronger from getting any kind of sickness. So for sure. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, Nor Elsa, it's back in stock. Is it working now? We have the
Yeah.
links. Okay. Yeah, use the links if you guys don't mind that are in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and put them in there as well. But those are the links attached to Arcana Shores. So I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Thank you, Kristen.
Hmm.
Um, so I'll continue kind of sharing a couple things, and we'll move through it quick, you guys. But this is very important stuff, and it's not about selling things. This is literally
No.
about getting the information out and being able to help people, because all these things actually do really help our physiology. Can you see this, Kristen?
Yes, I can. There you go.
Okay. So then pine pollen, of course, pine pollen is a little bit different, but it's the pollen that comes off other species of pine trees and loaded in glutathione, SOD, MSM, phosphatidylserine, 200 different nutrients in it. Uh, Used in Chinese traditional medicine, highest source of DHEA and other compounds that are great for us to detox. Um, some of these words I'm not going to use because I just don't know what YouTube is
Yeah.
putting down or not. But glutathione and SOD, and you can see that this is a rate limiting step. Both of these are, or rate limiting compounds rather, because the SOD is a rate limiting step in that when we can help neutralize the free radical that superoxide is, we actually can just dissolve it back down to water and oxygen. So what this all means is that glutathione and SOD are so important. They're like at the first step of how free radicals are created from certain compounds. And when it can kind of neutralize that, it helps our cellular function in many different ways. And it helps how the cell ages itself. So it's very interesting stuff. And you can see right here what we've got. It's a little bit bigger bottle. It's different than the pine needle. This is more in conjunction also with detox, but around hormone health, adrenal health, brain health, and just overall immunity is kind of what the pine pollen helps with as well. And you can see this, right here. We've got this as well. Kristen, I know you've got a link for that too, but you can see
Yeah,
these photos here.
I do.
And just how beautiful these pine pollen catkins are. So it's this golden medicine, you guys, and golden substances from certain species of pine that's just abundant in all these different nutrients. 200 different nutrients in there.
Amazing. Powerful stuff. Powerful. So that's the yes, I have it right here. I'm going to put that link in the chat as well, you guys. 1 second. And these are my links, so I really appreciate if you guys use my links. I know we've had a little trouble of that in the past, of forgetting to do that, but I will put it in there right now. But yeah, this is great information. And I just want to also say, and all of you know, that I don't sell other products. I don't support other, it's not that I'm against any of them, but I only support Ascent for our nutrition and our health. I'm not one to try all these different things, like nothing against LifeWave, nothing against all the others, but I really believe in Ascent. I use it every day, and I'm bringing it to you, this knowledge to protect yourselves and to strengthen yourselves, strengthen your health. So I really would appreciate you guys to share this video and get this knowledge out there. So, I mean, we're getting lots of subscribers all of a sudden again, so this is great. But not only that, it's the information that matters. This is part of our life purpose, is to help the people. So not only with Ascent, but Arcana Shores. So please share it as much as you want.
Thank you, Kristen. Thanks for all of
Mhm.
that and for always being a great, friend and supporter and
Yep.
loyal advocate for what we're doing here. And like you're shining bright, and we really appreciate that, all of us.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And right back
Yeah.
at you. You're helping people from all over the place, and you're not only helping with the products but the knowledge. We need to know what we're putting in our bodies and how it works and what it's doing for the brain, what it's doing for the whole system. So, thank you for sure.
Yes, of course, Kristen. Thank you.
Yep.
Uh, the other one, you guys, is the soap. And Kristen, will you hold it up? Because we've got a
Yes.
cool. So go
I
ahead.
wanted to hold this up because it's so pretty. It's wrapped so pretty, and it has a gold seal on it. That's like a little Trump, something Trump would do. But anyways, this is the soap, the go-to soap that I use for spiritual protection. But I've also, and I haven't taught you guys this yet, but to make a shampoo or to detox your hair, as you notice, you guys, I'm going more natural now. I'm letting it grow out. So that's what I'm up to. I'm detoxing with the spruce and also the pine needle extract and even the algae oil. You guys know I take that every day, but I haven't put it on my head yet, but I might. But I'm doing the spruce and the pine needle extract for the detox and spiritual protection, and I can smell it even through. It just smells so good. So, oh my gosh, you guys have to try the soap for sure.
Yeah,
It is
thank
the
you.
best.
It truly is, Kristen. And like I've shared before, so we weren't even really necessarily looking to do a soap, but this came about where we were able to put this together in a really cool way. And once it was put together,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw and experienced what we had, I went from not even really having interest in it to literally moving very fast to get these produced for us so that we could get these out there because they're so cool. So what we do, you guys, is it's organic, wild harvested spruce tips that are
Mm-hmm.
crushed up and mixed with the soap, which is kaolin clay, and then organic oils of coconut, castor, olive, neem, borage, eucalyptus, or
Yeah.
essential oils of eucalyptus, bergamot, and lavender. And what's the smell on it like, Kristen? And I know a lot of people in the chat probably
It's so pretty.
have used it or use it, but you can
Yeah.
tell even just outside the package how great it smells, and it's all real,
Even
no
from here.
synthetics.
Yeah. I can smell it from here. And there's geranium in it too. And I love geranium. But we all know how essential oils help us heal too. Not only like our mind and ease and calming us and stuff, but these actually heal us too. So it's made with the best. Enriched with neem oil, therapeutic essential oils, lavender, geranium, bergamot, and all the other beautiful things you said too. It's just amazing. And you can use it on your face. I use it as face wash too. And it's a thick bar. It's not like those little soaps that aren't real. They're not real, the ones that you buy in the stores. They might smell pretty, but they're not real. And they're going to make your face dry up or God knows what will happen. But no, I have sensitive skin and this doesn't make anything happen except it cleans and it purifies the skin. So everyone asks me too, what do you do for your, for your face or whatever? I use this stuff. The beautiful soap, the spruce, the pine needle, all of it. And the makeup, I get bashed all the time from people that don't watch, but they're just passing by, about my makeup or whatever. It's natural makeup. I make my own. So they can just go away.
Yeah, and it's so cool how you do that too, Kristen. You're literally just
Yeah.
using plants, barks, flowers,
Yep.
the things
Pubic
that
and
you're putting
fulvic.
together. It's
Yeah.
so cool. And,
Yeah.
not many people know how to do that. So I applaud you. And I know a lot of others do too.
Thank
Um,
you.
and on the hair and the soap, yeah. So you can use it facial, body, hair, like it's multi-use. I use it, just like that
Mm-hmm.
myself. It actually works. It's so good. Smells so clean and fresh, and it's all real. Again, no synthetics whatsoever. Not at all.
Right.
Even the essential oils are truly organic, pure and clean, non-adulterated, clean essential oils, real, not
Yes.
synthetic lab made uh, stuff that we don't
Fragrance.
want.
Yeah. Yeah, and you taught me that if it says fragrance, so for all of you out there, if it says fragrance on anything that you're looking at in the stores, it's not real. It's not the actual oil. It's not the actual flower. So pay attention.
Exactly, it's lab
Just buy
made.
this. Yeah. The spruce
They
soap.
just reverse engineer the chemical structure of it, or they find out what it is, and then they can just make a synthetic that's very similar to it that still modulates our olfactory senses, the way we smell. So it's trickery on the brain and nervous system and the whole body, really. But that's a side point. The soap, like we talked about, I mix it in, or I mix the pine needle extract in with the soap, and you can do that face, hair, but specifically on the hair. That's a really great way to combine them, and
Yeah.
it's completely safe. Shikimic acid as well stimulates the different growth factors that we talked about for the hair, and it does a lot of other cool things. So the combination, we wanted to talk about the pines, the pine trees, how it helps the DNA. So it's the pine needle extract that we just got back in stock. And Kristen, like, this is the one that sells out, and we've
I
got a bunch of people
know.
already ordering and a bunch of people loading up.
I loaded
um,
up on mine. Haha.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So this is the time, if people want it or if they want to try it, if they haven't tried it before, definitely the time to do it, because it will get to the point where it's probably going to sell out again, unless we can replenish quickly before.
Yeah, I know. Well, I appreciate that you came back on my show before right when you got the next batch. So thank you, because yeah, this is huge, especially right now with what's going on. There's still a lot of people that aren't paying attention to, like, oh yeah, the last Q post, that's what it said. Well, let's pay attention and take that seriously. A lot of people are, but there are still so many that are not. And if you do live with people that, your loved ones, if they have the thing and they got the thing and they're still not, into all of this stuff and still waking up, hey, I would sneak it into their coffee. They won't even know it. A little drip, there you go. Help them out for sure. For the whole family should be doing this, especially right now.
Yep, I agree, Kristen. It's important stuff.
Definitely. And I'm going to put the link in the chat, you guys. I lost focus there. There we go. Thank you, Connie, for throwing it in there as well. But yeah, this has been good. This is a serious topic of the DNA. They want our DNA. That's a scary thing to read on that Q post. And then
Yes.
Ascension's on there. This is Ascent Nutrition. Okay, guys. But it's all tying in with the DNA and then Ascension. What is your take on? I don't think I've ever asked you. Is there going to be, in your opinion, like some type of about the Ascension and about the DNA and stuff? But is there going to be some type of event along with this? Like, a lot of people will throw out their solar flash or multiple solar flashes. Is there going to be something drastic, or what do you think is along the lines? Is there any kind of event associated with this?
Good question, Kristen. I don't know. We will see.
Yeah.
But I think there's going to be biblical prophecy fulfilled in different ways, and I think that also people might interpret that different ways, and that's fine how someone wants to interpret it. But I honestly don't know. Obviously, we will all see. We're all in this position of waiting to see what happens, but definitely having faith in oneself and having faith in a higher power, whatever one wants to call that, God or something else,
Right.
I think is most important right now. Having faith in that higher power and in oneself, that's the guiding light, and keeps us moving forward and on the path, and just moving closer to what we're meant to do here as humans.
Of course. Just kind of go with the flow, right? I do preach that every day. You just have to flow with life. Yeah, and
Yeah,
you're right on about
exactly.
that. Just let things play out. Trust the plan.
Exactly, Kristen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Um, there's a couple of people asking some really good questions. So, Paul says, been using the extract in the tincture for the last 2 years. Great stuff. My grandchildren love it. My little guy says it tastes great. Thank you, Paul. That's awesome. Literally love to hear that.
Beautiful. Yeah. And come to think of it, Paul, and for everyone, if you write a review on Ascent Nutrition, you do get points for that. And points means you get deductions. So your price will go down. So
Yeah, thank you, Kristen.
yeah, right. I would write a nice review. I did. You might have seen it. It was on an ad. I was very, very like thrilled. So thank
Yes,
you. Yeah.
yes,
Let's see what else
100%.
is out there. Yeah.
Regarding the soap, does it act as a conditioner as well? I'd say not so much as a conditioner. I think it's more of a cleanser.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kristen?
For me, it's more of a cleanser. So and guys actually don't really care about conditioner so much. I notice that, but women, we need some conditioner. So I do kind of a mixture with coconut oils and stuff. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, you want to do something else afterwards for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Mhm.
those essential oils in there and the pine, it has more of a drying effect that though it's not going to like dry out your hair or dry out your skin,
No.
you'll be able to tell, like you'll be able to play with exactly how much to use, and you can get it pretty dialed in quickly.
Yes, definitely. And then Miss Joni Stewart, she would like to know, I think, the difference between the extract and then the pollen of the
Yeah,
tree. Hmm.
great question, Joni. So the pine pollen is more of like hormone function, libido, cardiovascular health, brain health for sure, and detox. The pine needle is really specifically on immunity, respiratory function, brain health, and detox. So there is some similarity and crossover, of course, but the pine needle definitely like immunity, brain health, detox, and helping with the gut. So a lot of people use them in combination together, but it just kind of depends what you're wanting to do.
Exactly. And I love this from Colleen. Exactly. We might have seen it earlier. I can't remember. But yeah, it's all the stuff in the stores. We cannot, even if it says natural, they'll try to get you. It's all a scam with the things on the front cover. It's just not real. I only trust this soap now. Seriously, since like December, this is the only soap I will use.
Yep. Thank you,
And
Kristen.
you know what I forgot to mention? I wish she was out here. Little Allie, my little girl, I washed her just 2 days ago with that soap. I have another one that's
Awesome.
open, and I used that one. This one's all mine, but she used the other one.
How'd
So
she like it?
she liked it. It did a beautiful job on her. She's pure white. Yep. So there's a fun fact for you too. You can even use it on your fluffy little dogs too.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I just try things all the time. Here's a cool question. I wonder if a scent will ever have their own toothpaste. That's interesting. We could probably make one with this, with what we have here.
Yeah. No, we don't have a toothpaste. That would be cool. I think the closest thing to use would be the humic and fulvic. But that'd be
Yeah,
just more of like a teeth whitener, and you really wouldn't want to
right.
use it too much. Uh, um, toothpaste. No, sorry, you guys.
Not yet. Maybe. But that's a good idea. I'm going to look into seeing if I could make something with all this, concoction up, and we'll see what we can do. But the cosmetics I've already done, I'm wearing it now. Humic and fulvic is a perfect, with coconut oil and some other secret ingredients. You can do eyeliner, mascara. I do have to darken my eyebrows because they're too blonde. It's very strange, but that's true. But yeah, you guys, I'm going to teach you all that on the beauty channel that I have too. But stay tuned for sure.
Yeah, I know you've got some cool things coming up, Kristen. That's awesome.
I do. Just never ends. My mind is always spinning in different creativity.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking for more stuff out here too. You guys are awesome. They've got a lot of information here. New comments. Check it out. Silver toothpaste, and so is charcoal. I don't know. I have that, but I trust the humic and fulvic. Also, from a perspective of cleansing and detox, I trust humic and fulvic a little bit more. But for your teeth, I don't know. Charcoal is probably a good one.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Some people actually will sprinkle in the humic, Kristen, with their shampoo and with the soap.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I've done that too. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It definitely
Yeah.
helps to detox. It's a good scrub for the scalp. That's the intention of it, like a detoxing scrub for the scalp. You will want to condition afterwards for sure.
Yeah.
And you want to use clean water, as clean as you can. Um, even for something like that, like if you can do it, like a bottled water in glass, a glass bottle, for like a rinse like that. So I know that some people do that. just to make sure they're not getting it from the fountain or the shower head.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's not, really doable long term for most people to do that. But
Yeah.
I'm just sharing the information that I know that some people do that, where you can use a glass bottle. Let's say you want to really, like, have a detoxing scrub for your scalp. You can mix those things in and just have it, used for that purpose. Clean water, so you're not adding more stuff in. And just do a good shampoo, rinse, and wash, and
Mm-hmm.
combine those things. So the soap that we've got, the pine needle, and a little sprinkle of the humic mixed in too.
Love it. See, there's so many different things we can do with all these beautiful things. Now my mind's already racing.
Yeah,
there's
it's so
there's more.
cool.
There's more. And yeah, come to think of it, so for brunettes out there, yes, I when I had it brunette for a very short time last, I don't know, fall. Um, Detoxing it with the humic is fine. It actually enhanced the brown color, On the blonde, though, you want to kind of tone it down a little bit. It's more of a toner, but you have to dilute it with coconut oils and some other base products too. But that's another fun fact. I'll save that for the beauty channel. And
Awesome, Kristen.
cinnamon. Yeah, someone just reminded me that cinnamon's actually in the makeup. You have to make it a little thicker for like eyeliner and stuff. But yeah, pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah, it's so
anything
cool that
else?
you do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think that's it, Kristen. We got cool things happening, more coming. Um, there's always exciting things going on.
Mhm.
uh, Upgrading our technology, and just really trying to make the coolest, best, cleanest products we can put out there, and that includes with our website and things like that we've got coming.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to remind everyone, so arcanashores.net, if you guys want to order through me to get to Ascent, just go to Shop Nutritions. I hope you all can see this. So Shop Nutritions, and there you go. And then you can just find whatever you like. There it is. And it's back in stock. See, it doesn't say it's out now. It's there. 179 reviews. You guys could make that jump big time and save on your purchase. So there you go.
Yeah, thank you, Kristen. That's a great point. People get points for leaving reviews, and you can get points for every product that you leave a review on. So
Yes.
it can add up pretty quick. And then you follow socials. We got
Mm-hmm.
different little activities and games that you can do like that to get points. It all
Yep.
adds up, and it adds up pretty quick. And you can actually basically get even like $5 plus just by signing up and doing a couple simple things for
Ooh.
that.
Exactly. Shoot. I need to start. I mean, I've already played with it a little bit. It's like a little game, you guys, but it's going to save you money. I wonder if it's going to let me just do it like that. Oh, yeah. See, I got some more points there. I put in my birthday. You guys just do it, and it'll tell you to go like certain, Lance's page, the Facebook page. Yeah, like us on Facebook. I have to go. I already do like you on Facebook, so I have to fix it. But I definitely have more points to that. It says I have 130, so I'm just going to play the game later. I'm going to update all of these, and I'll show you guys on my next show tomorrow. I'll show you how many points I racked up.
Awesome. Thank
Pretty
you,
cool.
Kristen. Yeah, it's a game, and there's more cool things coming with all of that.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I know a little bit, but I won't say it. But I'm excited for when you release that. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
Kristen. And a lot of other cool things relating to the truth coming as well, and
Yep.
making sure that we as a society can move forward and not have people in places of positions of influence that do not have the highest will for humanity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do want to. So this is beautiful, what Ricky's saying, and it's all that's a scent right there in your comment. He's letting everyone know that doesn't know about everything poisonous that we use on the daily. So switch to natural. But most companies, and thank you, Ricky, for reminding everyone, most companies out there are not natural. What they're offering is fake. It's fakery, trickery. But you guys, this is the best.
Thank you, Kristen.
Yes. Well, thanks for coming on and just helping spread the knowledge. Knowledge is power, for sure.
Yes, thank you for having me on, and
Mhm.
sharing the platform for me to get this information out there. And thank you everyone for listening, and all your comments and questions and the support in all the different ways. And appreciate everyone who's been a customer, who's becoming one or will become one. Appreciate all of you, and let's keep having a great day, and hope that everything keeps getting better in each of your lives.
Yes. Oh, that's very sweet. And yeah, thank you all for being here and hanging out with us. And remember to like this video, share it. You know where to find through my website, arcanashores.net. Click Shop Nutritions. Also, the links are in the chat this whole time, and they'll be in the description of this video. But thank you all for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks,
Bye.
Kristen.
Thank you.